big guy. Oh, oh. Relax. You're trying to eat me. Big crazy thing. There you go. There you go. He is excited today. Easy. Oh, there it is. You got me in the corner, huh? I got nowhere to go. What do you want me to do, huh? 7. There you go. 7. Gonna like do this like awkward side throw to him right now. I got nowhere to go. You put me in the corner. Big dinosaur. 7. Quick on it. You want to try to like come up a little closer, see what he does? He might let you. 7. Good. There you go. 7. 7. 7. This is a new thing. We haven't really done this. Because we've done it before where he knows it's my hand. Like, he's not dumb. He very, very much knows that's my hand when it's in front of him like that. Now, that's not to say he wouldn't try to bite my hand, because he totally will. Even though he knows it's my hand, he'll still grab my hand and eat it. Okay? And he's not making a mistake. He knows it's my hand. 7. But I'm trying to get him to look at my hand to look up so I can throw the food in on the side without having him come forward more. You know, because we're obviously right up against the fence here. 7. Like that, see? And then he stops, and then he gets food. So that's a new little, I mean, really, that's a new little training thing we're doing just in this moment that he's already learning it, you know? He's not advancing on me, and he's not going for the chicken in my hand, even though he very clearly sees it. There is no trickery going on here. He is not confused whatsoever. He is looking when I say his name, which is what the training is. He's looking to where my hand is when I say his name, focuses, I pull my hand away, and he's waiting. He's like, well, that's usually when I get the food, and then I throw the food in from the side, and instead of going for the food in my hand or the bucket, he's waiting for it. So that's really cool. I mean, this is literally a new training behavior in action going on right there. 7. Good. There you go. It's pretty darn cool. I love how smart they are. You guys are so smart. There's a little couple pieces of fat in here. I don't think that'll be good enough for him. 7. 7. No, we're over it. Now he's also going to be very suspicious of George, because yeah, he doesn't like George very much. I mean, nobody does, honestly. But no, I'm kidding. We love you, George. He loves you. Zilla loves you. But no, he is very suspicious of George being that close to him right now. So I don't know if he'll still focus, but 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. Good. Good. Look at that. Look at that smart boy. That was very smart. Being very good. Now he's backing up a little bit. He's like, I'm not so sure about that George guy. Get a little too close. But you, huh? But you being good. You're a good boy. Got a couple little pieces of fat floating around in here too. So what he's doing right now, you see he's kind of like arching up his neck right there. He still has the pieces of chicken like in his like gullet right there. So he's trying to work those down. So that's what that weird kind of weirdo posture he's doing is. And open up. You know, open up. I got these little tiny pieces, it's not much. Yeah, take these. Maybe? No, now you're just sitting on them. I'll try to bite my hand. There. Yeah, it's a little tiny piece. Yeah, put it in there. It's not much. Now, it's just so cool having him out like this, though. You know, sometimes he comes out, sometimes he doesn't, so it's always awesome to see him when he's actually out and hanging out here. Let's see, what can... I already fed him. You know, we're out of chicken now, so what else can we do? You want to hand... George, you can just speak, George.
Take the phone. Take a picture of his face.
That good boy. So something cool, being that he's an alligator, they're in the family Alligatoridae. And so his cousins, if you will, are the caiman. And so when we look at an alligator, they have this area right here down between the eyes. You see this kind of like dip right there between the eyes? So if he were a caiman, which he's very closely related to, you would see more of a bridge of bone across the eyes right there. So if he were a spectacle caiman, there's a very pronounced bridge right here across the eyes. And then also on a spectacle caiman, you're gonna have little notches on his eyelid right there, okay? And it's kind of random for me to bring that up, but I've had quite a few people message me and ask me what are the differences between alligators and caiman, because we do the differences between alligators and crocodiles so often. So the caiman are very closely related, but they are different. They're a different species, but they're in the same family. So if we're talking about spectacle caiman, the most common one, that's one of the big differences you'll see is you'll see a bridge right here, and you'll see a little knob on the eye right there. And then the jaw line itself is going to look much more like a crocodile, where the teeth, the bottom jaw teeth are exposed and protruded like on a crocodile. And they have a much more crocodile looking face with the spectacle caiman. They're going to have a more narrow jaw line than an alligator does. Now, there's also black caiman. Now, I've been lucky enough, I've worked in the wild. I've caught black caiman, spectacle caiman, yakare caiman, dwarf caiman, both species. So I've worked with most of the caiman, and they're really, really cool. But the black caiman is probably my favorite one, and they look very similar to an alligator in a lot of ways. Because the rest of the caiman, most of them look more aligned with a crocodile, even though, again, they're in the alligator family. But as far as the black caiman goes, they look more like an alligator. They just look like a really cool-looking gator, especially a big, mature adult. And they'll have markings along the side of the jaw right here that look really, really awesome. I'll have to share some of my older photos of black caiman. I've caught them in Peru and Bolivia before, so they're really, really cool. But I was just covering one of the questions I've had quite a few people ask about.